The NFL playoffs are here, and this matchup on Wild Card Weekend is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Commanders and the Falcons, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
The NFL playoffs are on EA Sports, and we've got a packed house here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Washington Commanders and the Atlanta Falcons. Postseason on EA Sports alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp throughout the season to get to the playoffs. The intensity level will be off the charts.
Wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And he comes into this wild card round off of a really good regular season, better than 30 touchdown passes. And he said he feels like he can take some shots against his secondary. In fact, in our meeting, he said not only can he take shots, he expects to do it early.
They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Hurts to throw. A dump off to the flat for Perkins. And he is going to lose yardage here. Third down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Hurts sets up to throw it. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. This is brought in at the 21. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU, it's Zach Wilson. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Play action. It's Wilson. On the move to his left.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Wilson to throw. And that will be incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Going to be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. The Commanders preparing for their next possession. They just did manage to sneak into the playoffs as a 6th seed, so it's a tough road ahead. They know that. They would need to win 3 games on the road in January. But, hey, here's the bottom line. There's 18 other teams that wouldn't mind being in this spot right about now.
Yeah, and you had to stick it to them, didn't you? Those 18 who are sitting at home right now. But you're exactly right about that. Your point about how daunting this is well taken, because it all depends on their mindset at this point. How do they break it down so they're not looking at this whole big road and saying to themselves, we've got no shot. You got to break it down to this game right now. Win this one, then worry about the rest of them after this.
He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Running up the middle, here's Dillon.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. It's rare that a man this size can at least push forward for a yard, but he stopped in there for nothing.
You talk about tiny. You talk about a little guy back there. That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Rashawn Gary coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there.
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This is taken at the 23. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. And the first drive, 3 and out. 2nd possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got a look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good start. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 44 yards.
Big plays always wind up being a big theme as we get rolling in these playoffs. And the defenses that can avoid giving them up, but they're the teams that tend to go far. You may not eliminate those big plays, but if you can limit them, then you got a chance to get to the ultimate game.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
Good call there on first down. And Brandon, I'm getting better over the years of not screaming out, screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there, and they wind up picking up positive yardage.
Second down at 4. Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
From the gun on third down, Wilson.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
Well, they were in the red zone and they needed a first down. Was it a surprise to you that they went to the tight end?
Not at all. I thought, though, the defense might put a little more pressure on him, but still able to complete it.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
To throw again is Wilson. And this is caught for Falcon touchdown. Eric Ebron, an 11-yard touchdown.
And the Falcons will strike first here in this wild card matchup.
Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to drop those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. They worked out for 6. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. The Falcons score to cap it off.
Following a touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Throwing is Hurts.
Forced out to his left. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
And that's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
That was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Hurts.
Open man, Higbee, the tight end. Oh, he's got some breathing room. The 40.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. I tell you, for a defender, that's got to be a scary sight, seeing a big man like this with a head of steam behind him as he makes that catch and then turns upfield.
Yeah, and we see this so often. There's excellent coverage downfield, so the quarterback makes a nice decision, just flip it out to the flat and see what the running back can do. Plenty of space to roam, and he turns it into a big play.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
Dillon up the middle.
And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
to throw. And he's got it. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal.
They'll look to run with Dillon.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2.
As they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Now it's Chris Boswell on for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Boswell's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson.
That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. Coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson.
That's going to be caught by Pitts. They're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 45-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, from an sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there is that sort of the evolution of the...
Yeah, I think it is because more and more tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They go play action with Wilson. And that is incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly. The offense on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Wilson. Crossing route incomplete. He's got Pitts. Touchdown! Kyle Pitts. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are in for 6. As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown. Coup for the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And it was the tight end Kyle Pitts finishing it all off on the touchdown reception. Not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
They run once more with Dillon. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you off sides. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
They'll drop to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
Got that man that time, man. They're putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, Daniel?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute ball. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
This is taken at the 18. It'll go as a 42, making a 43-yard punt. 6 on the return.
And it will be Falcon football.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do. So I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson, and he fires one that's intercepted. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run with Perkins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Now the throw here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. They were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4.
Look at the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. 15 yards the pickup. First down, Washington.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And the Commanders are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as he'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
They'll run here with Dillon.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line.
Now the Commanders going to burn the second of their timeouts,
as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Second and goal from the 1. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the 5 minutes of
try and pound it in with Dillon. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the second quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? Your 2-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have 1 or 2 for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
Hurts, and that is caught. Touchdown. From a yard out. And the Commanders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it was all capped off by Justin Jefferson's touchdown reception. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And they'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On first down, Wilson. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
Because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily. I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. Not sure what happened at the moment. The timing was really off on that throw.
So what am I going to say?
Great defense.
They did something to disrupt that time.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard. A look around the NFL, we'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the running a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively and make it even bigger plays in the passing game. As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Wilson. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. It'll be a gain of 5. And now it's 3rd and 4.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shoot.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Hurts. He'll check this down, complete to Dillon. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. They go draw play. It's Dillon, and not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. We've seen who has it in this one so far.
He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now. Throwing is Hurts. Flush to his right. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a 1st. They'll look to throw here. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, Fletcher Cox, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and another sack to his ledger there. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Excellent work that time to give fight, and for his exploits, he's going to be left with just a 3rd and 3. 5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here, they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
Coup now for the point after.
It's good, and it's 21-10. After the play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. The drive starts with a run by Perkins. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all. Challenging that defense, and on that go-around, the offense won the challenge.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
That's into the hands of Pascal. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Only needing 2 yards on second down. Up the middle they run. Here's Dillon.
They'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It makes like it because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freeing up the D-lineman to make the play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
They'll try and run for the first with Dillon.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40.
10 yards there, good for a Washington first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
On first and 10, it's Hurts.
A good throw here, finding Pascal.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. 2nd and 4.
Now Dillon on the inside give. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on on 3rd and 4. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, your front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit, and that's what he did on that play.
Here's Hurts to throw. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he's going to have a Commander's first down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5. A nice grab there for a guy coming off a terrific season, one that saw him have over 100 catches.
And when you have that many catches, that means you're a full part of the offense. And let's face it, he's been as good as anyone in the NFL this year. So it figures he's going to play a big role in whether his team can advance in the playoffs.
Dillon now on first and 10.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
On 2nd and 9, Hurts. Open man is Goddard, the tight end. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. One quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL.
Back now in Atlanta. It's Washington with the football, but trailing here as we begin quarter number 4. Now a first and 10 at the 11. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And it's caught.
Touchdown, Washington. Justin Jefferson
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Commanders have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
They're going to try and run, but he will not get in here. He stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30, up to the 33.
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And right now they're just looking for a little more cushion, trying to make this a 2-score game. Points here would go a long way, obviously, to propelling them into the next round.
And this is where the head coach, offensive coordinator, they've had to set a tone all year long about what they do on offense. So most teams want to stay in attack mode, but you have to do it with some bit of caution, don't you? Because you can't come away with no points. You need these points here in order to feel a lot better about where they are in this game.
But this time of the year, playoffs, game of this magnitude, this is what we hope for.
Yeah, it's exactly what we hope for. You want to run your offense cautiously, but not so cautiously that you just...
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson. He completes it to Ridley. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's a gain of 34.
I'm not sure how this drive's going to end. How about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he'll go down at the 28. Kendall Fuller in on the stop. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. To throw is Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Wilson. Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. And he is going to lose yardage here. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quiet and got it down right around the scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that sequence.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a 1-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And here we go on the next drive for Washington. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Hurts. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a 1-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
From the 31, Hurts. Taken in by Pascal out left. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. From the gun, it's Hurts. Steps away. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down. They'll set up a throw. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body.
Derek Stingley picks it, and the Falcons are going to get it back here just past the 45.
They saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Wilson.
Complete to Drake London.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
They'll run left with Pollard. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. And this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Wilson now off the bootleg. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. On 3rd down, Wilson.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Now a give here to Pollard. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. The Commanders going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. Now, I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so, because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. You look at the geography of the field, right, where you are. That's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Now Pollard, and he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great, because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to perhaps salt this one away. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. They said beginning of the season they wanted to get past the wild card round. Well, they just got past the wild card round.
How about that, being able to put the big check marks up in the locker room, right? Yeah, you know, get to the wild card game, check, got that done. Win a wild card game, big check. Now you've got to go ahead and set your sights higher. There is a bigger prize out there, and they still have an opportunity.